This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, it has been just over a week since Living Water Assembly Church of God was destroyed by a fire. What started out as a brush fire turned into a wildfire, taking down everything in its path. But tonight, the church's pastor says that blaze has ignited a fire within the congregation to press on and continue the work of the ministry. Megan Shepard has the story.
As a result of that devastating fire, Living Water Assembly lost its sanctuary, offices, fellowship hall, and recently constructed recording studio. But despite this setback, Pastor Eddie Victor says that the congregation is in no way discouraged. This past Sunday, service was held in the parking lot under a tent, and this will continue until the building is fully reconstructed.
The immediate plans are moving forward for us is to work quickly to occupy the sanctuary section of our building. We will work diligently to rebuild the walls, get the roof on the sanctuary, and install the doors and windows of the building. Once this is done, we will move our services from the parking lot into the sanctuary, where we will worship and work on the building until it's completed. The sanctuary will be transformed into a multi-purpose facility with state-of-the-art audio and visual equipment. Our fellowship hall section will be transformed into a much larger structure that can house all our various ministries.
Zion Baptist Church was also recently affected by fire, and Pastor Victor says that Pastor Peter Prinder has reached out to them with a sizable donation. Pastor Victor adds that they are already underway in the cleanup process, and the congregation has been coming together.
The cleanup process has already begun, and plans are being submitted to the Port Authority in the next couple of days. The Port Authority is working with us. They're going to walk our plans through so that we can commence work immediately. So we're not sleeping. We are in the process now of rebuilding.
On April 26, a praise service will be held to raise funds, and the public is invited to attend.
But we need the help of the people from throughout the Bahamas in this rebuilding process. We need financial donations, donations of materials, and volunteer laborers. A building fund has been established at the Royal Bank of Canada, Freeport. The account information is, the name is Living Water Assembly, Bank, Royal Bank of Canada, Freeport, and the account number is 1682392.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
In other news, police are searching for the assailants who robbed a business establishment of cash and personal items last night. Reports are that shortly before 9 p.m., police received information that a business establishment situated on East Sunrise Highway was reportedly robbed by 3 men. One of the suspects was described as wearing a mask, 5 feet 8 inches in height, brown complexion, slim build, low haircut, and reportedly brandishing a handgun. Another suspect is said to be about 5 feet 6 inches tall, slim built, dark complexion, and wearing a gray hooded jacket. Police are asking anyone with information on this robbery to contact 350-3106 through 12 911 919 or call your nearest police station. Meantime, law enforcement officers in Bimini arresting a total of 170 illegal immigrants. Police tell us that around 11 last night, they received information that a 50-foot blue and white Haitian sloop with an engine and sail was moored at the ferry dock at Bailey Town, Bimini, with Haitian immigrants on board. A team of police, immigration, and defense force officers responded and took them into custody. A total of 113 adult males, 25 adult females, and 32 children. They were all turned over to immigration authorities and are expected to be transported to the New Providence Detention Center. Investigations are continuing. Switching gears now, the partnership between an industrial leader on Grand Bahama and a local training institution is advancing. Officials say this advancement is coming with a much-needed addition to the program. Joan Davis-Roll explains.
It is a partnership designed to advance a growing sector here on Grand Bahama. The Grand Bahama Shipyard and the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institution can now boast of a new addition to their carpentry program. Training manager at the Grand Bahama Shipyard, Don Forbes, says this new piece of equipment will help to catapult their training efforts.
Training is something that is ongoing. We continue to evolve, and so you find that we have a machining course that we actually teach here. But what it was is we did not have the equipment to do the practical side of it. And you know, a machinist is one of the trades that is really lacking in the Bahamas. It's something that is vital to the shipyard. So a year ago, we decided to invest in buying a machine for BTVI, which is a grizzly lead with a milling attachment machine to it. And that is where our apprentices is actually going to get the practical side. So not only would they be getting the theory now in machinists, but they actually with the practical.
Associate Vice President of the Bahamas Technical Vocational Institution, Veronica Colley, says this new machine will definitely advance the program here on Grand Bahama.
This is something that we had been asking for quite some time, and it will sort of reinforce what the students have been doing in the classroom. So theory now with practical, they get to see the real thing so that when they go on the job there at shipyard, they're able to put into practice what they have been learning. But we are excited, in fact, very excited that we got this from Grand Bahama Shipyard, yet another donation from Grand Bahama Shipyard, and we are thankful.
Apprentices say with this new piece of equipment, they're definitely looking forward to their training being on the cutting edge.
This is a late drill press machine. Most is not a lot in the Bahamas, so I'm going to take full advantage to try to learn all its uses so I can use it effectively.
The thing that separates first world countries from third world countries is machines, materials, factories, and stuff like such as that. So this adds a sort of industrial edge to the program, because not only do we learn the theory and the theory, but we have like first-hand experience with the lathe and its operations.
Joan Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
Homegoing services planned for First Baptist Church at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for former Director of Education Sandra Edgecam. The veteran educator turned education official made an invaluable contribution to the education system here on Grand Bahama. The majority of time was spent in the 8 Mile Rock community, and in true Blue Jay form on Tuesday night, the 8 Mile Rock community came out in large numbers to pay homage to Mother Blue Jay, a woman they loved and respected. It was an overwhelming sense of pride and support from the 8 Mile Rock High School and community, as scores of former students proudly wore Mother Blue Jay on their backs at a special memorial service in her honor. A black bow and huge portrait was placed in the gymnasium where Edgecam made regular visits. Sandra Edgecam joined the 8 Mile Rock High School family in 1978, and according to current principal Ivan Butler, since then, the Blue Jays have been soaring to higher heights.
Mrs. Sandra Edgecam removed the veil of doubt. She removed the veil of mediocrity. She removed the veil of insecurity. She exposed her Blue Jay students to confidence. She instilled in them pride and a determination to succeed.
Tributes poured in from students and those in the community who had been impacted by a woman who they say made everyone feel special with her warm smile and her words of encouragement. Those who worked with Sandra Edgecam regarded her as a compassionate leader, a humanitarian, and an educator who loved her teachers, students, and the parents.
She would tell the Blue Jays how great they were, how they could compete with any other high school student, public or private, which was true.
Ms. Edgecam led by examples. She led by example. She was the first to arrive here in the morning, giving competition to the custodian staff and teachers. But one thing, she was the last to leave.
In the wake of her death, Principal of Tabernacle Baptist Academy, Norris Bain, is calling on past and present Blue Jays to do just one thing.
Every Blue Jay ought to agitate for the new school that is coming to 8 Mile Rock to be named in honor of Mrs. Sandra Edgecam.
Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival is just hours away now. Coordinators conducted a final walkthrough of the event site at Tano Beach a short time ago to ensure that everything is in place for the 8 o'clock kickoff tomorrow night. Our Ricardo Lightborn is on the beach and tells us that organizers have been given 2 thumbs up for the start of Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival.
Well, in just a matter of moments up here at Tano Beach is going to be a wonderful event as Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival is ready to kick off. Now, as far as the preparation, this place is a wonderful village. They've got everything in place and everything you're going to need while you're here. You're also going to need a costume. Talia Hall went out and gave you a little sneak review as exactly what kind of costume you're going to buy. Mine's already, I've got.
Junkanoo Carnival just hours away and many are arriving on the island for the grand event. Couple Ana Lopez and Alexander Valencia from Colombia won a free trip to the island to experience the first annual Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival. The promotion was done on a Facebook page by the Ministry of Tourism. The competition was called A Bahamas in Paradise, which was geared towards promoting Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival and the islands of the Bahamas in Latin America.
Bringing Latin America and awareness of Grand Bahama to Latin Americans, which is really important for us. A lot of people still perceive the Bahamas, especially from Latin America, as only Nassau. So we're trying to show them that there are other options and other ways to get here. You know, they know that it's easy to get here. You don't need a visa to get to the Bahamas. There's a direct flight from Panama to Nassau. So we got them to Nassau and then we brought them here. So it's just basically showcasing the islands to Latin America and to Colombia and getting out that message that it's definitely better in the Bahamas.
The couple calls it a dream come true.
This is like a dream. You cannot imagine how do we feel in here in this place. It's beautiful, beautiful landscapes, beautiful people, beautiful beaches, and Tina has helped us a lot with everything. This is the paradise, and we want to thank you all. This is a beautiful experience, beautiful experience.
Estoy muy agradecida por estar aquí en las Bahamas, darle muchas gracias a todos por el acompañamiento, a Tina, a Glenda, por todo, porque esto es un sueño. Muchas gracias a todos, besos.
Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival kicks off Friday, April 17th on Tano Beach. It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Now, the Ministry of Tourism is a major player in this year's Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival, and with me right now is a lady who knows a lot about what's happening here, and that is Betty Beth, the Ministry of Tourism. This has been a wonderful event as far as what we see here, but you guys did a lot of legwork to make it happen.
Yes, Ricardo, and good afternoon to you. The ministry has been working with the Carnival Commission for quite a while to make sure that this event comes to fruition. So we are very, very excited that we have just about arrived.
Okay. When you look at what you see out here and what is to come, give me your take on how this is all going to pan out into 2 exciting days here at Tano Beach.
Well, as I look around, I like what I see. The organization has come together extremely well, and we know that we're going to have an event that we will be proud to offer to the guests that are on our island.
All the websites are getting the information necessary, so Ministry of Tourism is really just hitting everybody to get them here to Grand Bahama.
Yes, we are, because we recognize that it's the culture that separates us from any other destination that visitors have an opportunity to visit, and we want them to have that experience on Grand Bahama. We want them to have the Grand Life cultural experience.
And they're going to get it. Now, we're going to get Camille Churchill in here, who is also part of the organizing committee, and she's also been one that's been actually playing a very, very important role. Come on here, Camille. Come on, slide on in here. Tell us in your viewpoint, come on in here, tell me in your viewpoint how this has all come together as far as your entity in terms of what's happening in that regard.
Well, good evening, Bahamas and Grand Bahama. The Grand Bahama Island Tourism Board has been working very closely with the Bahamas Festival Commission along with the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism in ensuring that this event will be a success this weekend. And one of the ways that we've been doing that is that we've worked with all of our hotel partners who've been able to put together wonderful packages as well as hotel rates in order to market to persons that were potentially coming to the destination. And I would say that it has been very well received. We are really excited about what's happening, and we look forward to the festivities taking place this weekend.
Now, let me tell you, I noticed that they have in the credentials office a pass that has on it for you, Camille Churchill, performer.
Certainly, yes. I will be here in my two-piece. No, come on. No.
Okay, there you go. Well, Camille's going to be here, Betty's going to be here, and Olive's going to be here up at Tato Beach starting tomorrow night. And we're also going to be carrying it live for you tomorrow night. So make sure you come out here so we can show you to the rest of the world how Carnival here Bahamas style goes in Grand Bahama. Back to you, Shasina. And guess what? She can dance too. Bye.
So long as they don't put you in a two-piece, Ricardo. Well, it's time to ask the doctor. Here is Dr. Monique Pratt.
I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. Angela from Freeport asks, I'm losing my hair, doc. Why is this happening? Thanks for your question, Angela. Hair loss can be frightening. Anyone, men, women, and children, can experience hair loss, a condition we call alopecia. When the hair loss occurs from the scalp, we call it balding or baldness. Hair loss can appear in many different ways, depending on the problem that is causing it. It can happen suddenly or gradually, and may only affect the scalp, or in other cases, the entire body. Alopecia can be genetic, or certain medications like those used to treat arthritis, high blood pressure, depression, heart disease, and cancer can cause hair loss. An underlying medical condition like thyroid disease, scalp infections, or a compromised immune system can also result in hair loss. You should see a doctor if you notice sudden or patchy loss of hair or more than unusual hair loss when combing or washing your hair. Sudden hair loss can signal an underlying medical condition. That may require medical treatment. Remember, it's important to follow up with your physician if you have any concerns about your health. After all, your health is in your hands. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us, Ricardo Lightborn, as a check on sports when we return.
It's sports time, everybody, up here at Taino Beach, the venue for Bahamas Junk Canoe Carnival. And I tell you, it is looking pretty good at this juncture. Well, it's a program that we've been talking about for a long time, and that is taking tennis to the public schools. That is now reality. Here's what Natalia Hall has got to say about this whole idea. And the fact is that our kids are going to get a whole lot better.
Primary school students getting the opportunity of a lifetime to learn the sport of tennis under Coach Sharon Green. She says it was her dream since moving back to the island to give back to students.
This has always been my love. It is something that it has actually helped me to grow and develop, and knowing the importance of it for our children. And since returning to the island, it was something that my goal actually is to expose as many children to the sport. This year we've actually been able to do that, at least 500 kids being exposed to the sport.
The little ones were all excited and could not wait to show off their new skills.
We learned to do our ups, our downs, we're tossing, our passing on and running.
Learned the down, the ups, and bouncing the ball, and I learned to toss the ball.
I learned to bounce the ball, and I learned to First of all, I learned to toss and I learned to catch. I learned that listening, knocking in people's way. That's all I could say.
Shavita Campbell, a former student of Green, was in attendance as well for support.
Let me know of her plans and if I can assist and which capacity I can assist in or give her guidance. And so I'm here again as a support to Ms. Russell. She supported me growing up in my days at St. Paul's, and so this is my time to give back. It's a pleasure to see young persons in the primary school invest in themselves. I'm told that they contribute their monies towards the bus, and so therefore it's an investment to them, and they're loving it, they're enjoying it.
Italia Hall, ZNS Total Sports.
Now, the Grand Key Fishing Tournament was a good one, but before Grand Key was the Grand Bahama Shipyard. It's a charitable event, and this one is all smiles for a good friend of mine who really knows how to fish. The Barracuda Tuna winner in the Shipyard Fishing Tournament is Day Hitton. The group of champion, all eyes on me, and congratulations. Herman and this us crew won the Dolphin Award. The Wahoo champion, Lalingas. Team effort and smile to go with it. Third place with 3,000 points was This Us and a total team effort here. Second place was the Corolla, 3,017 points. It's called A Good Day of Fishing. The champion, Prestige Auto Lalingas, Captain Kurt Sawal, said it was a tough day out there, but it felt good to win it.
It was pretty rough today. We left 7 this morning. We ran through some rough water. I went to a place I wanted to go. And that was the right decision. Fished hard.
Thank you.
Some of my crews got really sick. I mean, you know what sickness means. They were sick like hell because it was really rough. But we did what we had to do, and we won the tournament.
Kurt Sawal also won the Calcutta, and he gave 20% back for the tournament cause. Bonefish Foley Award also was won by Lalingas, and tournament director Ruben Bird said they plan to change the date.
The winds and the seas are rough here during March. If we move it to late April, early May, there'll be more tuna, and mahi, and the weather's generally better. The winds are laid down most of the time. So we're looking at doing that because I think we'll get a greater participation. Also, we're going to set the date late April this year for next year.
Congrats to Team Lalingas Prestige Auto, the Shipyard Fishing Tournament 2015 champions. Now, the tournament did benefit the Grand Bahama Children's Home as well as the Grand Bahama Youth Choir, the Sir Charles Hayward Library, and also the Grand Bahama Schools, and also the World Relay teams that we got going on this weekend to compete in that high school segment. I'm in the Grand Key for the Easter holiday weekend. I had a great time as far as the fishing tournament. A good friend of mine, his name is Jerry Lowe, can't win nothing, but he did take part in the tournament. The Grand Key Big Daddy Memorial Fishing Tournament was a super event during the Easter holiday. The Mojo made a run of winning this year's tournament. Mazel Russell said it was touch and go.
Today was a pretty good day. We caught a little everything today. We had an excellent day.
When you look at the kind of fish that's being brought in here, how do you think you guys are going to do today?
Well, I think we're going to place fourth place. No F about it. I see everybody's fish being placed fourth place.
Okay. Tell me your name, young man.
Michael Malio.
Okay, tell me what it was like for you today to fish today.
Oh, it was a blast. Prince is a good guy. It was a phenomenal time. I had a great time down here in the Bahamas. It's my first time here. It was a great time. Great experience. I will definitely be back.
Jerry Lowe and the No Discipline crew felt good for a while. That's until the big boys brought in the catch of the day and more.
He was doing good until the other boats coming. We caught a few fish. We caught a nice grouper, a nice barracuda, and jacks. But some guys brought in some bigger. It looked like it was a good fishing day. A lot of people caught a lot of fish.
Now, Jerry Lowe is a founding member of the fishing tournament and homecoming, born in Grand Key and happy with the progress.
I thought we moved very well forward. I don't like the new thing they put in today where they say you could bottom fish. I don't think I like that because that ain't a part of it. But I think with the Big Daddy Memorial fishing thing, they help us a lot. They brought it from where it was to a lot bigger. And now it's something everybody can look forward to every year.
The All Eyes on Me won the tournament, and Herman Major is still celebrating. Bahamas Basketball Federation National Tournament starts tonight down there in Bimini, Grand Bahama. Bimini going at it B and A division. Should be an awful lot of fun. But the story is Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival up here at Taino Beach. They started, the bands are warming up and getting together now. And guess what? It is all Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival. Yeah, I'm getting my groove on. Let me tell you what, Shashina, you can't do this, baby. It's all about the Carnival. Oh, okay. Back to you guys.